Football time in Texas. Let's go to the phone.
How y'all doing? We're back with another episode of the Texas Fever Podcast, episode number 2. As you know, episode 1, we was introducing ourselves, Jake, myself, as well as Cabo. We would post him as well. He wasn't able to make it today because he's working. He had other obligations. But me and Jake, we're gonna discuss the district picks that we have this episode. We'll discuss 3A District 1, 3A District 2, 4A District 1, and 4A District 2. We're going to pick our district champs, our dark horses, and we'll go from there. The rest of the districts, we will cover them in the next episode. You know, Texas is a big state, so it's a lot of districts to cover. So we're breaking them down into each episode. So we're going to start off with 3A, 4A, mainly because that's what's in East Texas, mainly the schools that's in East Texas for the most part, outside, of course, the powerhouse Longview. But without further ado, we'll jump right in and get started on that. I'm going to give it to Jake and let him tell you who he has for his first picks in the first district. In 3A, we're starting out with 3A, District 1, Division 1.
All right, so in 3A Division 1, we have Commerce, Eustis, Malakoff, Mineola, Mount Vernon, Grains, and Winsboro. Now, Malakoff did come off a excellent season,
Yeah, man, they went all the way.
and they lost to Columbus,
Yeah, it was a tough game to watch.
48-14.
Yeah, because we root for East Texas. We want all our East Texas schools to win state, even though we know that's not possible a lot of years. But we have had multiple years where we had several teams win it. So, but anyways, we fast forwarding a little bit. We're gonna stay with the district first. You got to win district before you could get to the state championship. So, well, not necessarily, but you got to win district to put you in position. But go ahead, Jake.
I see a couple of teams that snuck into the playoffs. Commerce being a one and done to Liberty Alo. They lost 57-35. How would you want to bounce back from that loss to LE that early into playoffs?
Well, man, shoot, all you got to do is just get back to the basics, man. You know, take some time off, regroup. You know, you have a new crop of talent, new crop of kids coming in every year. So, you know, then you have some returning upperclassmen that's coming up that has that sting in their stomach to know that, man, we was close, but we gotta work on a lot of things. Games like that are wake up calls to let you know you're not quite there yet, and give you time to assess things and get back to the basics and just work a little bit harder to try to not let that happen again.
And I see Winsboro also went 3 rounds deep into the playoffs, and they also lost to LE Liberty Alo by 7 points. How would you? Well, same question. How would you want to bounce back from that heartbreaking loss?
Well, when it comes to Winsboro, they're a little. With Winsboro, it's like they teams they be sneaky good a lot of times. Winsboro has a sneaky good program. Sometimes they're very, very good and they fly under the radar all season and people pop up like, wow, Winsboro 10-1 or 9-1, 8-1, and they're on the radar and teams start to lock in and get serious. Winsboro, they have a lot of talent in that area, but it's overlooked a lot of times. But they're a sleeper again. I feel like this year, and they'll be back. I feel like they'll be back and contending for district as well.
I also think that Winsboro's going to be my sleeper team as well. I see them sneaking back into the playoffs, or they can do it with fashion. That's pretty much all I have for that.
For that district,
For District 7,
okay, who you got as your champion for District 7?
obviously Malakoff.
So you got Malakoff.
They're too strong of a team to not lose any district games.
I can't disagree with you, man. Until somebody prove that could beat them, I'm going with Malakoff as well. They've been there for years, and it don't seem like they're slowing down. Coaches got them guys ready, got those guys, suited and booted, and I feel like they're gonna make another run at it.
All right, so in District 8, we got Atlanta, Gladewater, Sabine, Jefferson, Tatum, Liberty Aloe, and White Oak. And I also see that in the previous district that Liberty Aloe took care of the previous two teams in the district. Let's see, where am I at? Atlanta went 7-4, and they lost to Winsboro 42-21 in the first round. They did come off. They did do a hard or a great season. Couldn't think of the word I was looking for.
They had a great season.
What would you say about that season?
Uh,
7-4. I mean, it's average.
yes, average. District 8 is that's the district we're going to over, right? Yeah, District 8 is a tricky district, man. It's I won't say it's a rotating champion every year, but it has been the same few teams kind of rotating championships in that district. Tatum is known to be basically the powerhouse, smaller school around this way. Back in the early, I would say around the time I was in high school, I'm gonna tell you how old I am with this.
Oh,
In the early 2000s, Tatum basically ran. The district wasn't the same. It was they realigned it, but they ran, East Texas for as high school football concern in their district, with making some state championship appearances and winning multiple district titles. So I think they got Tatum program heading back into the right direction. I see another strong playoff run for them as well. I don't think I'm ready to say they'll win district, but they are my dark horse to come out and win that district. It's a strong district. Gladewater.
You going to Atlanta for your dark horse or Tatum?
No, I'm going Tatum for my dark horse. Tatum for my dark horse.
Oh.
Gladewater would be better than a lot of people think. They got a new coaching staff, not totally new, but the head coach is new. He will have them boys ready to play. I know him kind of personally, but I know him through somebody. So not personally, I know him through somebody. But he'll have those guys ready to play, so they'll be better than what a lot of people think.
And a lot of people are going to know about this game last year. They were playing Spring Hill. Gladewater was.
Mm-hmm.
I was running the chains that year, and they had a blown call happen. This one receiver toe tapped, magnificent toe tap. Got both feet in, controlled the ball. Referee called it incomplete. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
This is why I honestly think UIL should have at least one review call.
Yeah, they go in that direction, I think, in high school football. I think we are maybe a couple years from it, but I feel like I know in the state championship, don't they review calls in the state championship? Okay, yeah. They go ahead that way. I think they're about maybe a couple years from having review in every game. But yeah, the refs, man, I hate to say the refs do play a major part in the game, but they do. But you just can't let it come down to that.
Staying in District 8, there's also Jefferson, who had a 12-1 record last year, and they lost to Malakoff by 10, 31-21 in the third round. Do you think they can go further than that if they get past Malakoff?
You said Jefferson, correct?
Yes.
Jefferson, yeah.
Bulldog country.
Yeah. Jefferson kind of surprised me last year. I honestly didn't think Jefferson would do much. But their program is up and coming as well. I think they actually are another. We only could pick one dark horse. That's how me and him decided. We're only picking one dark horse for each district. But I do feel like if Jefferson won the district, I wouldn't be surprised. That's how fast their program is accelerating. A lot of guys coming from, I think, a Louisiana transfer and playing over there in East Texas. They're getting a lot of good talent over there, and they little league programs are up and coming are better. It starts there. It starts with Pee Wee on up, and they're starting to be very, very competitive. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jefferson wins it as well.
All right. District 9 region.
Who you say your district champ was? Who you rolling with?
I want to say Jefferson.
Okay, he going with Jefferson.
But
okay.
I think LE is going to sneak up and
That's
Take that.
that's who I haven't discussed the whole time because we already know what they bring to the table with Liberty Outlet. We already know, and I think that's who my district champion pick is. But my dark horse is only picking one, and that's gonna be Tatum for my dark horse. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Jefferson win it as well. But we ain't gonna hedge our bets. We're going with Liberty Outlet.
I think my dark horse is going to be Atlanta
Atlanta, okay.
for
They
Class
got
3.
they getting a lot of guys from Arkansas that's moving to that area. So I wouldn't be surprised if Atlanta win it as well.
Yeah. Atlanta's my dark horse for Class 3A. All right, moving on to District 9, Region 3. We got Crockett, Diboll, Fairfield, Huntington, Palestine, Westwood. Oh my, the drama with them.
Yeah.
And then Teague. Let's just go ahead and get
This is a
Palestine.
difficult district to pick. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We
but
have
you go
not
ahead.
we have not seen anybody play in this district, but there are some deep East Texas teams into that district with Palestine Westwood. Let's just go ahead and spill the beans. The drama with them. Their coach has already been handed down. I think
How many? I mean,
like
how,
3 years of like 2 SEC violations
Oh, yeah.
from the UIL.
Yeah.
One of them was because of an unenrolled 7th grader.
these coaches, man.
And they had 11-1 season, and they lost to Columbus.
Yeah, great season. That was something to build off of. I hate that happened to them.
I wonder if that's going to affect their playoff chances.
I would say it has no choice but to. I feel like it does, but they could rebound. I feel like and use it as a rallying cry, so to speak. Use it as motivation to make a run. Kids are kind of tricky. You just don't know. It could go one way all the way and fall completely off the map, or it could go all the way to the top. It just depends what kind of group of crop of kids you got and your leaders you have.
There's really not much to say about this district because we have not seen anybody play.
Yeah, this district don't usually produce deep playoff runs.
Well, the deepest one I've seen
Yeah.
is they're all 2 rounds and done.
Yeah, most of them, yeah. But we have to pick it, so because it's in, so who you go roll with for District 9?
Obviously, it's not going to be Huntington.
No, Huntington hardly wins games.
They got clapped.
Yeah. Harlingen.
No offense, Huntington ISD, but still, they
I
got clapped.
I actually have guys that backstory. I have guys that I play arena football with that's actually coaches on that staff on Huntington staff where they were, but I think they moved to Corrigan and I think they coaching Corrigan now.
I think that I'm not going to say Teague just because they have a better record. I'm going to say that Fairfield might win it.
Fairfield, that's a good pick. I was actually leaning towards Fairfield myself, but I wanted to go against the grain and put Fairfield as my dark horse, and I'm going Palestine Westwood in the surprise pick. I think they got the right type of build up. I know they got talent there. I played with a lot of guys from Palestine in arena football in the past, and they got the talent down there to get it done. They just got to use that mishap as a rallying cry and make a little run. I don't see a state champion from this district, but I do see Palestine Westwood being district champs.
If they're eligible for playoffs.
If they're eligible, and that's a big if.
I'm going to say 3 rounds, and before they run into
a buzzsaw, probably.
Probably before they run into either Malakoff or Jefferson.
Okay, we giving y'all a little bit of
hope.
Yeah, hope, and we giving y'all a little bit of episodes in the future what we're gonna be talking about a little bit. But you said your dark horse was what for District 9?
No, that was one dark horse per class.
Yeah. Or per class, okay.
Yeah.
One dark horse per class, okay. So your champion is Fairfield.
I'm gonna say Fairfield.
Okay.
They might squeak.
All right.
I'm gonna say about 2 points. 2-point difference. All right. So Region 3A, Division 1, Region 3, District 10. This is not East Texas. Well, I consider it South Texas.
It's cause Kirbyville, yeah.
The only reason why I'm covering this district is because I have an uncle who went to Cold Spring.
Okay.
Um, so there's Anahuac, Buna, Cold Spring, Oakhurst, Hardin, Kirbyville, and Orangefield.
And
Uh,
already know who you leaning. Well, I know where I'm leaning towards. I want to hear where you leaning towards. I don't. It's this team's going to probably walk away with the district, but I want to hear what you got to say.
Obviously, I want to say Cold Spring, Oakhurst because of my uncle, but
Yeah,
I'm not.
family ties. I understand that.
I'm not going to say Cold Spring. Carrie, don't hate me. I want to say either East Chambers or Hardin will win it.
East Chambers are hard. I'm leaning towards neither. I'm leaning towards Kirbyville.
Kirbyville had a 4-6 record last year
I know, but
with no playoffs.
I understand that. But the history of Kirbyville, if you know it, they don't stay down long. They programs they don't have a lot of bad seasons. So I just feel like they gonna get that thing turned around, and it's gonna be probably my most, I'll say, outside swing to try to get a home run. The guess, but it's not really a guess; it's an educated guess, and I'm going with Kirbyville because I just got how sometimes you go with your gut, and I'm going with my gut with this one. It's not the stats, not what who should win it. I'm just going with Kirbyville for winning district.
What's your record prediction for Kirbyville?
I actually think that's going to be a very competitive district. I think two to three losses might actually still get you the district championship in that district. I think two losses, you're probably in a good position to win district in there. So I think Kirby. I don't out of district games. I say that overall record will probably be. I'm gonna say 6-4. I'm gonna say 6-4 for their overall record.
6-4.
So in district, I would say they lose two district games.
For Cold Spring, I want to say 8-3.
8-3.
Maybe
Coach.
make it to the second round. Hopefully.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, they did make state back then,
Back in the day. Yep.
like 2010, 2011. Don't quote me on that, Carrie. They did run into Carthage. Back when Carthage was.
We go get the Carthage later.
Let's just say Carthage did what Carthage does.
Yeah. We will get to them later. That's actually gonna be the first game we cover in person, Jake and myself, in a couple weeks. But we'll talk about that later.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna say if it's not Hardin or East Chambers taking it, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna say Kirbyville. East Chambers and Hardin might lose about one game.
Okay.
1 or 2 games.
Yeah, like I said, District 10 is just it's a rotating. Well, now it's a rotating district, but back in the day, Kirbyville used to dominate that area of But
I just pray I see better performances from all the teams that never made playoffs, especially these 1-win and 0-win teams and stuff like that. So,
all right,
let's jump over to 3A Division 2. We got Harmony, Edgewood, Grand Saline, Lone Oak, Chisholm out of Paris, Texas, Prairie Land out of Pattonville, and Quitman. Harmony came off a 3-8. They snuck in to the playoffs. When I read that off of Max Preps, my mind grenade went off. I'm like, how in the heck did they make it to the playoffs? And they ended up losing to Dangerfield first round, 35-14. You don't want to run into Dangerfield in the playoffs. They will do work.
Yeah, Dangerfield is one of those teams that's been dominant for a long time. Since I've been in Texas since 2007, and I think Dangerfield every year they won state my first couple years living in Texas. But I think they're always in the mix.
Fun fact. Well, we'll get to Dangerfield here in a second.
Yeah.
Edgewood. They ran into a powerhouse, Newton, second round.
Man,
they lost by, I want to say 42.
Yes, sir. Keep going, Jay. Keep going. I got to step to the side real quick.
Edgewood lost 84-42 in the second round. Now, that's got to be a little. That's got to be a tough L to take in the second round of the playoffs. I think Newton set a exclamation point in that round. I think they put everybody on notice in that division. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too, man. Noon.
Switch D2. You're on D1.
Oh, yeah, Newton, man. Newton. When I first went to my alma mater, Stephen F. Austin, Newton was one of the teams.
Axum.
Yeah. Newton was one of the teams that I heard a lot about, mainly because I used to play a lot of flag football back then, and one of my flag football teammates, he actually went to Newton. He graduated from Newton, and he always used to say Newton win state, and he won line Newton won state, or at least made it every year. So it's hard to pick against Newton when it comes to that district. Even still, they still dominant, and I feel like Newton probably will make another run at it. I'm not willing to say they will win the district, but I'm leaning towards Newton. I would decide after I hear Jake's picks, probably if I'm rolling with Newton or not.
Newton's not even in this district. That's just who they lost to.
Oh, they lost. Okay, what district are we? We're on.
District 9.
Okay, we're on District 9. Okay. Oh, you talking about? Okay. You saw Edgewood and all those teams, Big Sandy and all those things. Okay, yeah. Noon. We skipped them, or we gonna come back to what?
Newton's in a different district.
Yeah, we haven't got to Noon yet, huh?
I think they're in. Like
They
the
moved
Dallas.
up.
I think no. I think they're in the Dallas area, aren't they?
No, Newton, East Texas.
Newton's near Dallas.
Newton,
It's gotta be.
you talking about Newton, Texas, right?
Yeah. Did Newton move up?
I don't think.
I might have to do some more research
think
on
Newton-
that. I mean, there's Gunner.
Yeah. But anyways, we'll come back to Noon. But anyways, News has been one of the most dominant programs around here in recent times, and it is an East. I'm pretty certain it's an East Texas school.
I mean, it might be outside of Dallas.
Well, you talking about
outskirts.
what Noon you talking about?
Newton Eagles.
Noon Eagles.
I'm sure it's. I want to say that I think they moved up. To be honest.
Okay. Well, anyways, we'll go back to District 9. Big Sandy, Edgewood, Grand Saline, Lone Oak.
That Big Sandy team's Harmony.
Okay, Harmony.
They just have a Big Sandy address.
Okay, Big Sandy, Harmony. Okay, yeah, Harmony. Harmony never has a great. But I about saying one big. I thought Big Sandy won 3. I like that's kind of
Big
small.
Sandy dropped down to 2A.
Wow, yeah. But anyways, Lone Oak, Quitman. That's a weak. That's kind of a weak district mainly. That's why we don't know a whole lot about it. We just covering it because we don't want to leave any teams out. But
I'm gonna say the obvious one.
Who you
Grand
got?
Saline's gonna win it.
Grand Saline.
That's going to be the only talented team that I see.
Yeah. That's more up north. Like going towards the Dallas way. We're still East Texas, but it's yeah. But I would lean towards Grand Saline too, considering most of those teams don't have a lot of talent. So that's what I'm gonna lean towards as well.
Alrighty. So good luck to all of the 3A Division 1 teams.
All right, we picking back up with 4A Division 1, one of the best, I would say, best divisions in all of Texas high school football because it's just so competitive. Like statewide, it's just not like for us. Like when you talk about 6A, usually your champion gonna come from Houston or Dallas. So what I mean by 4A is very competitive and the most competitive in Division 1. Anybody from West Texas could win state, East Texas, North Texas, South Texas, Central Texas. You never know where your state champion gonna come from. So that's why I kind of like it's one of my favorite divisions to cover, 4A Division 1, because you just never know from year to year. You have so many teams. But we are going to stay in East Texas because hint East Texas high school football fever. We cover East Texas football, but we will mention some of the other powerhouse teams from around the way, from West Texas, South Texas, so on. So with that being said,
quick update on that Ruston loss. Miguel can't remember who they lost to or what the score was, but I don't know the quarterback or the cornerback that committed to LSU got hurt in the early in the
Okay,
game.
yeah, I knew somebody had got hurt. I just gonna that's Louisiana. It's not. We're not on.
That's
top
our
of it right now.
neighbors.
Yeah, we're not on top. We're not covered. We will eventually, way down the line, when this podcast take off, we will start covering Louisiana. But we gotta actually have more guys, to be able to cover that because we got 3 guys: me, Jake, Calvo, who's not with us, who take care of the northern Texas area, like the Dallas area. So
For a lot of
he's
teams.
yeah he handles that. But we're gonna have other guys join us in future years to handle other states.
We gotta get on. We gotta get a hold of Coach Tealwell for that.
Yeah.
To see if
He
we
might
can,
actually be the person we good. He have a lot he has to, juggle right now. So
maybe we can get some Donnie Bickham action in this.
yeah. Okay, so where we going to start with this 4A, Division 1?
The powerhouse of 4A.
What district that is? Let me guess.
District 9.
Yes,
In
yes,
Division
yes.
1, we got, I'm going to dub this district or this division and district the District of Doom.
District of Doom. I like
Yes.
that. Yep, because you have 4
Even
teams
though-
can win state in it every year, almost.
Red Zone, KLTV Red Zone, dubs that already, so they messaged me. I'm sorry. So I'm going to dub 4A Division 1 District 9 the District of Doom.
Mm-hmm.
which involves Henderson, Kilgore, Lindale, Pine Tree, Maybank, Palestine, and Chapel Hill.
All have won at least one state championship in a school's history.
I don't think Maybank does.
Maybank don't have one?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
I'm pretty.
I'll have to brush up on that.
If Maybank might be the only, maybe the only school that hasn't won state. I'm talking about back all the way, not just recently. I'm just talking about period. Recently, it's still a lot. It's still like 4 or 5 of them have won in the 2000s. So
I know Henderson might have a couple.
yeah, Henderson won in 7, I think, 2007 or 8. One of them years, yeah.
One of those years.
Kilgore won in 4. I know Kilgore won in 2004. Because
I don't want to talk about.
Yeah. So
Woohoo!
Lindale won
Last
in
year.
2021 or 2, one of them years. But anyways, let's talk about it.
Henderson. There's not much I can say. They used to be a powerhouse. I used to play them in junior high. Tough team. They've had some 8th graders who were built like grown men. So I don't know what happened after that. So they missed the playoffs by a win or 2. They had a 6-4 record. So I hope they make it back into the playoffs this year. Kilgore, powerhouse, K-Town. They had a 13-3 record. They're gonna be one of the 2 teams that we're gonna be covering week 1.
Mm-hmm. That'll be the game where it be at Carthage versus Kilgore, week 1. It will be sold out. So if you plan on coming, get there early. We learned our lesson the last 2 years not getting there early.
And according to my uncle, Kilgore is ranked 2 in the state, I think.
Yeah.
By Max Preps, according to Max Preps.
I want to mention names so bad, but I can't right now. They got so many good players on Kilgore. They actually had a guy that went to Michigan last year.
When did Pine Tree win state?
Pine Tree actually probably maybe back in the 50s or 60s, but here recently, not recently. They haven't won one recently. But they have had a good program recently.
Yes,
though.
second in the state.
Yeah.
Kilgore is ranked second in the state.
Okay.
I'm guessing right underneath Carthage.
Okay.
Now, that state championship game last year from Kilgore.
It was rough. It was rough, man.
Rough.
I wanted them to win mainly because I got one of my guys that I know. He actually coaches Kilgore. He coaches the defensive backs, and his son was actually on the team. And I wanted to see them win the state championship bad. They just came up a little short. They ran into a good team. That's all I can say.
A very talented team, as I should say.
Yeah.
I can't say much about Salina. They are very talented.
Yeah.
And they're
well coached.
in their rings count.
Well, we're not going to cover them because they're not in the East Texas area, but we will discuss them from time to time on the show. They're a very great program.
Glendale, they had a 6-6 record, 500 record, and they snuck into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Actually went 2 rounds deep before they ran into Navasota, another very talented team.
Uh-huh.
My Uncle Kerry should know a lot about that. Lost 56-45, so they lost by a few points.
Okay. So District 9, who we running with District 9? You already know who I'm going with District 9.
Yeah, it's gonna be that mean machine in red and black.
Yeah,
Kilgore.
I'm going with Kilgore, District 9 as
I'm
well.
gonna say Kilgore, Pine Tree, and Henderson's gonna be my 1, 2, 3.
And actually, fun fact about Henderson, they actually beat Kilgore last year, which was a shocker to a lot of people. But it's a rivalry game, so in rivalry games it could go either way. But
Kilgore last season gave Carthage their only loss.
Yep,
and
first game of the season.
Ended a 15 home game winning streak.
Yep.
So that was a total upset week 1 last year.
Yes, sir.
Chapel Hill, they're
always in the mix.
They always in the mix.
That would be my second place team, I would say, for the district.
I forgot. So it's gonna be Kilgore, Chapel Hill, Henderson, and then Pine Tree. Yeah. That's me, my 1, 2, 3, 4.
I like that. I agree. All right. That's pretty much it for District 9.
I see Kilgore, or not Kilgore. Actually, I see them meeting in the semifinals again. Kilgore and Chapel Hill.
It's possible, yeah. It's possible.
Be dog eat dog real world. Just want to know. Here's $1 million question for 4A Division 1 and Kilgore. Can Kilgore reassert their dominance in the dog pound?
Yeah, I think Kilgore always gonna have a good team for the next at least 4 or 5 years. I like what they're doing there. They're doing it from the ground roots, from the like I said, from the little league football all the way up. They're very competitive. They got good people that's running their program, so they're gonna be in contention for years to come. So I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually get a state championship, if not this year, in the next few years.
I'm gonna say like 2 years.
Yeah.
In the next 2 years, they're gonna get 1 or 2 championships.
For sure.
I have faith.
All
right.
We gotta talk about some of these other teams, not districts, that's in Division 1, because it wouldn't be right of us not to, because they will be in the mix to win state championships. Starting off with District 4, which is not close to us, but that's a very competitive district as well, with Brownwood and Stevensville. Those are 2 of the greatest high school programs in all of Texas. Brownwood has, I think, the 3rd or 4th most state championships in Texas. Don't quote me on it. They're definitely in the top 5. Stevensville been real good here lately, so be on the lookout for them down the road. Who else you thinking, maybe, besides those 2 teams?
And what district? Any district?
Yeah, any district.
These
are all outside of.
Again, there's Sulphur Springs.
Yeah, Sulphur Springs.
Sulphur Springs, they have a championship underneath their belt back in 08 or 09, somewhere around there.
You got Dallas Carter, who is the legendary program.
Historic program.
Dallas.
1988. Odessa versus Dallas Carter in the 3rd, 4th round at DKR Memorial.
Yeah, it's just a lot. Like I said about these teams, man. In the district, in Division 1, man. There's just so many quality teams. We can't cover them all, but we did the East Texas district, and we think the state championship will come out of the East Texas district this year.
Stephenville's ranked number 3 by Max Preps in the state in their division. Yep. So we got who's ranked number 2?
We got
in Division 1.
You can't forget about the Bay Cities and all that, and El Campo, the teams all down that way. They're always in the mix.
Bay City, is that the one? Is that the city that, or is that the team that had the trash can ban?
I think so.
Dude, that was. I said we went to a Longview game and they played that, and I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Bay City. That was pretty unique. That was different. I liked it.
Yeah, they had some talent. That's just not enough to handle the buzzsaw that they was facing in Longview High.
Ooh, that's a
We'll talk about them down the line.
That's
maybe
a dog and a half right there.
Yeah. Well, that's
Uh,
pretty much it, huh? For Division 4A.
okay, picking up in District 10, we got Dangerfield, DeKalb. Again, I don't know if I said that wrong. Hooks, Hugh Springs, New Boston, Queen City, and Redwater. It's a lot of talented teams in this district.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's one of the stronger districts in this area. I'm just gonna go ahead. Go ahead. I don't really got too much to say. I'm going with Dangerfield for winning the district. I
Fun.
don't honestly. I don't think it'll be too competitive unless something crazy happens. But after Dangerfield, it's a toss up who will be in second place though.
Fun fact about Dangerfield: last season they started off, I believe, 0-4,
Mm-hmm.
and
Playing a lot of good
then
teams.
ended up with an 8-6 record. How much talent does that take to start an 0-4 season and get back into the playoffs?
Man, you got to go on a crazy run. That's all I got to say. You got to have good leadership from top down coaches, players, even equipment managers, to all the way to equipment managers. Because, 0-4 is depth in Texas. Texas is one of the states, because I've been all over the United States. But Texas, I would say, if you start off 0-3, your season almost over, damn near.
I'd say if you
But
start the
yeah.
season 0-5, you might as well
Yeah,
just
hang it up. Yeah.
hang it up.
But in other states, it's not like that. In other states, you could actually finish with a 500 record and almost guaranteed to make the playoffs. So that's why Texas is so competitive. So many teams, so many schools. So you got to have a pretty good record if you plan on seeing the postseason most of the time.
I see a few people that snuck into the playoffs. Hooks with a 5-6 record, lost 68-27 to Grand Saline in the first round. Do you think that's a wake up call for Hooks?
I think Hooks actually that was the team I was leaning towards, probably finishing second. I think they have a lot of great talent back. We're not the reason why we're not talking about like the talent and the guys, because we don't really want to mention players at this point right now until we get our connections going, because we don't want to step on anybody's toes per se. So we're not actually going to mention players. Actually, later we'll have guys on the pod that play for a lot of these schools, and we'll mention their names then. But until then, we don't want to have any kind of privacy, things going on with us. We want permission first. But anyways, I digress when it comes to that. But yeah, Hooks, they would be a competitive team. I feel like they'll finish second, and they got a lot of talent at back. So I think Dangerfield and Hooks will be 1-2.
I think my third place team is going to be New Boston. They snuck into the playoffs with the 5-6 record, and lost to Edgewood first round, 54-28. So I see that there's going to be a lot of talent in New Boston.
Okay, so New
So
Boston, your second place team, you said?
third,
Third place? Okay.
I'm agree with you on Hooks.
All right. All right.
So good luck to all the teams in District
We
10.
probably would be at a game coming. There would be in the city near you, should I say? Maybe.
Dangerfield's probably going to be our closest.
Yeah,
So
Dangerfield.
it's like
Yeah,
near Pittsburgh or
we
something like
can't
that.
promise all y'all districts that we're gonna see all y'all games, but we promise you that we will know all scores. We will put all y'all scores on here on the podcast, as well as we will talk about your team. Don't worry about that if we're not there in person.
All right, District 11. Y'all ready for this? We got Arp, Buffalo, New Diana, Elkhart, where am I at? West Rusk, Troop, and Winona, however y'all pronounce it.
Oh, you got a lot of connections to a lot of these schools, don't you? You got Art, your nephew go, or who's your
Friend, no, he transferred to Chapel Hill.
Oh, okay, okay,
Tyler, Chapel Hill, not Mount
okay,
Pleasant, Chapel Hill.
okay.
Uh, my wife actually went to Winona,
Yep. I knew that.
so she's a Wildcat. I'm a Panther. We'll get to them later in the podcast. One of my old managers who no longer works with me, he went to West Rusk. So he is what are they, a Raider?
I don't know what their mascot is.
I don't know either. But I've also had some friends that had a friend that went to Winona. She was a cheerleader, and she got on to Gilbert College as a cheerleader. So shout out to her. I'm not going to tell her name over the podcast. Keep her identity safe. Again, a few playoff teams in this district, highly talented.
Surprise teams last year from this district.
ARP.
Surprise.
They were a surprise team. They snuck in.
New Diana was a surprise team as well.
I know. I was like,
they always have a bad program. They came out of nowhere.
Out of left field.
Yep, that coach getting that place turned around over there, and I feel like it's only up from here. I don't think they're going to digress at all.
I hope
to be
not.
Honest. Yeah,
I would love to see them make a deeper playoff run than they did last year.
Yeah, it was the coaches there. They always had talent. New Diana. We're actually here at a location. I can't. It's an undisclosed location. I can't tell y'all mainly because the manager didn't want us to put any promos in for this location. But a little hint: if you go straight down this road, it'll take you to New Diana. So we're not far from New Diana,
like
should I say?
10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
10,
so
15 minutes from New Diana.
It's a lot of talent down there. And I went down there to actually see a game because I used to do I used to do a little college recruiting for this organization. And when I went to New Diana, I always seen they had the talent. The coaches was the problem. And that was back in 2017-ish. And I was like, if they could get new crop of coaches in there, they'll have something. And they did. And they got something. So, yeah.
So, go Eagles. Go Birds.
So that's who you picking for that district, or?
Yes.
Yeah, me
it won't
too.
be. It won't be as an impressive record. I see. Yeah. There may be some time that may have left.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say at least an 8. How many teams have they got in that district? I'm gonna say about 8-2.
8-2. That's what I was going to go with.
8-2. Win the district, and then ARP will finish a close second.
I wouldn't be shocked if ARP comes up. Either ARP or New Diana. It's a pick 'em, but I like the way New Diana's on the up and coming. Yeah, they up and coming. So I feel like they are going to push for district and probably win it.
I see that West Rusk also made the playoffs with a 4-7 record, and once again ran into a powerhouse, Newton. But we're going to cover them later. We'll cover Newton later. I got to figure out what division they're in. They lost by 6, a heartbreaker, 40-34. Do you think they can bounce back from that heartbreaker?
Who, West Rusk?
No. Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading Troops. West Rusk lost 60-24. I'm sorry. Do you think that was just
need you a sip of water?
Get a tune-up game from Newton?
Possibly, man. It's hard to say. We still about 2.5. We're not even 2.5 weeks from the first game.
Week one's next week.
Yeah, week one's next week. So they've been having scrimmages and stuff. I actually seen a little bit of their footage online. I wasn't too impressed, but I don't like to put a lot into scrimmages because coaches like to do a lot of different things. Like you got the ninth graders coming to play. Like I don't put a lot in scrimmage because you move pieces here and there, players here and there. So I'm not gonna put a lot into scrimmages. So from what I see, it's hard for me to say. So I'm not going to really give it a go because I want to see what they look like after week one. I know we got to make a prediction, make a pick, but I'm not going to predict if they're going to be a first round exit or go deep into the playoffs yet.
Now, it's true. They had a heartbreaking loss, 8-4 record last season with a 40-34 loss to DeKalb in the second round.
You're in District 12, correct?
11.
Okay, District 11. Okay. Yeah.
There's Newton right there.
Yeah, District 12. Yeah, I knew Newton was 3A, man. Yeah.
I thought they dropped. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But anyways,
yeah, and that district they're in, the District 12, it's really not a competitive district. That's why they always run it. But Woodville is they're
Woodville took out some
Yeah, that's what I'm
people in
about to say.
District
Woodville is
11
actually a great program, and
and 10.
they'll have something to say about it for sure.
They took out Dangerfield in the 4th round, 40-7.
Yep.
And they took out ARP in the 1st round.
Yep.
Woodville did some work.
Yeah, Woodville's a nice program. I wouldn't be surprised if Woodville come up and steal District 12
I'm not
as well.
gonna lie, I almost moved down there a couple years
Woodville?
ago due to my dad's job.
Yeah.
But I got nothing else to say about. Did I already say my?
You didn't say your pick for District 12.
I'm gonna say New Diana with the 8. I did 8-2 record.
Oh yeah, District 11 you did.
Yeah.
District 12 you haven't said your pick yet.
It's obviously Newton.
Yeah, no,
Newton
yeah.
and Woodville to be my 1-2.
1-2. Yeah, that's mine too. We don't even need to discuss the mother team. New Waverly never. They're decent from here to time. Trinity decent from time to time. So yeah, it's those two teams. 1-2 either way.
We actually might cover a Winona game since I want to take my wife out back to her stomping grounds.
Okay.
So,
homecoming, huh?
I actually took her to a homecoming game too.
Yeah.
They lost to Frankston.
Yeah, Frankston's a good team.
Yeah, they're no joke.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it for 3A Division 1. That is. So good luck, or Division 2, I'm sorry. Good luck to all the teams in 3A, D2, and D1. May the best team win. I hope I see y'all in state.
All right, let's jump into Division 4A, Division 2. This is one of the most competitive divisions in Texas. Like we were saying before, Division 1 is you'll get the total state. Like for teams, you have the total state that's competing. But for this division, you have most of the talent coming from it, from Division 4A. Like a lot of guys going to play college football, even some in the professional ranks. But we're going to jump it off and start with District 6.
In District 6, we got Canton, Ferris, Kemp, Quinlan Ford, Sunnyvale, and Wills Point. There's really not much to say about District 6.
I actually think there's a lot to say about District 6, man.
I don't have any notes on them. That's why.
I'm gonna say, yeah. I'm gonna tell you about District 6.
I see 2 talented teams on here.
Yeah, 2 talented teams on here. I'm going
three.
I'm going with Sunnyvale winning it again. A lot of people. I'm gonna tell you about Sunnyvale. Sunnyvale is an area where a lot of people starting to move to. It's an up and coming area in Texas. They're jumping up in the ranks. They're probably gonna be a 5A school within a couple years. It's the city is growing, so I'm gonna go with them for winning the district. And who you say you want?
Let's see. I mean, out of Canton, Sunnyvale, and Wills Point, I'm gonna go agree with Sunnyvale. I'm gonna agree with you with Sunnyvale. Canton's gonna be a close second, and then my sleeper for that district would be Wills Point.
Willis Point, okay. All right, that sounds good, man. It's like you said. Other than that, Sunnyvale, like I said, a lot of talent into that area, coming to that area. So they got to choose their players wisely because they got so many.
Oh, I forgot Van. Dang.
Van.
In District 7, I forgot Van.
Oh, they're there. So that's what we jump into next. District 7.
In District 7, we got Gilmer, Spring Hill, North Lamar, Pittsburgh, Pleasant Grove, and Van. I forgot to get notes on Van. Van ISD,
Spring Hill, by the way.
Yeah, not Spring Hill, Louisiana, not Spring Hill, Arkansas.
Yeah.
We are in Longview, Texas.
Yeah.
We got a talented district right here.
Yeah,
2 talented teams.
This district,
3. I forgot to get Van. 3.
Yeah, 3 talented teams from this district, and these actually the teams that's the closest to us. So you'll probably get a lot of interviews from players and coaches and things of that nature from these teams in District 7 because we got the most access to it. Jake here went to Spring Hill, so he knows the staff.
Sadly.
Gilmer, I got connections. Coach Dave, nephews and family got a lot of Gilmer players. So we'll have more information from this district than mainly any other district probably in this division. But for us the picks, we would say Gilmer. I would say you can't go wrong with Gilmer as your champion. But like you said, Van could compete for it. but I'm gonna go with Gilmer to do
Uh,
it again. And
you
get
know what? I'm gonna go PG.
okay.
I'm going Pleasant
We
Grove.
going Pleasant Grove. It's
Gilmer might be a
one
close
shot
second.
me. One shot me.
Ben's gonna be a third. I do have plans for talking to the AD at Spring Hill about coming on to the show, if that's okay with you.
Okay, yeah, that's fine with me,
Uh,
man.
I got
Get the
to clear
platform
his.
build up. We'll be straight.
I got to see if I can clear his schedule for Thursday.
Okay, yeah,
He might be a coach in the JV game though. I don't know.
okay.
All I can do is
We could
ask.
take it to him if we have to.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Um, Spring Hill's my home, my high school I went to. I got a few classmates on my live right now as we speak.
Yeah, this
Uh,
Jake's hard right here.
I want to see them do better. They always have a tough. They have always been put in a tough district.
Yep.
3-8. They snuck into the playoffs, beating Pittsburgh. I think it was like 48 to 20, 20 something. And then next round they met Carthage and
Yeah.
got blanked.
At their house, huh? Won that game at Spring Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's tough.
But overall, I can't complain. Carthage is a very talented team.
Yeah, you can't be ashamed losing to Carthage. I mean, that's 99% of teams lose to Carthage. So.
And Carthage is ranked number 1 in Division 2, and then number 3 is Gilmer.
Yeah.
And then
we'll be remiss if we didn't mention Yerma won the state championship last year.
They did.
So they're the defending state champs. So
no, they didn't. They lost it.
They lost in the state championship, or did they win?
No, they lost second round to Sunnyvale.
Okay, Sunnyvale.
According to this is all coming off of Max Preps.
Okay, so
Sunnyvale beat them second round, 27 to 17.
What I'm thinking about, the year before they get one state?
I believe so.
Yeah, the year before. I'm lost in the years. My days run together. So in 2023, Gilmore won state championship. 24, Carthage.
And that was their fourth state?
Yeah.
Or fifth? I don't know.
Yeah.
But Pleasant Grove has some talent. They had a 10-3 record last year. They lost into a dogfight to Carthage, 28-7. That was a dogfight.
Yep.
At Pine Tree. I think it was at Pine Tree. Yes, it was. Because you went to that game, didn't you?
Yep.
You missed the first 3 quarters.
Yep.
But that was an overall good game. I see them meeting again. If not the third round, in the fourth round.
Who was that meeting in the fourth round, you predict? What's his name?
Carthage and Pleasant Grove.
Carthage and Pleasant Grove, okay. Yeah, Carthage was to go probably be the state champion out of this. I don't want to jump too much farther ahead just because they senior quarterback, I'm not going to mention no names again, but it's hard to go against Carthage.
Van is ranked 21st in the state, or in the state, and then Pleasant Grove is ranked 5th.
So
I want to see Van do better. I don't know what their record was. Terry, if you can help me
Van
out with
always
that.
they win a couple playoff games, but they just can't get over that hump.
It seems like they can't.
Yep.
They need to get over that hump.
The rest of the district is just basically they're Pittsburgh, never competitive.
North Lamar's
yeah.
Another tune-up team.
Yeah. So basically, my pick was Gilmer, his pick is Pleasant Grove, and that's probably when it's going to come down to one of those 2 teams, to be honest.
I'm going to say that PG is going to get it.
Okay.
With Gilmer missing it by half a game. And
the thing about this district is you cannot win district and still make it to the state championship. We have seen that happen too. The district champ doesn't always mean you're going to go to state.
Take Gilmer last year, for example. PG won the district.
Yeah.
Pleasant Grove won the district and lost to Carthage third round.
Yeah.
I think Gilmer came in second that year.
Yep. And the year before, when they did win state, Gilmer didn't win the district. I don't believe the year before.
No,
they didn't.
I'm gonna be honest. They never should have went to the state championship.
Yeah.
The sloppy season they had.
Yeah, they had a lot of losses and still made it to state championship and won. Okay, so
that's why you don't count out
never
East
know.
Texas. You never know what you're gonna get.
All right.
All right. Now, jumping to District 8, we got Athens, Brownsboro, Bullard, Carthage, Center, and Rusk. I think it's obviously who's going to win that district. It's going to be obvious.
Yeah, we don't even need to discuss District 8, but we will just for the podcast. But
Right.
Carthage, pretty cut and dry. I don't see everybody competing for second. Let's just say that.
Yeah, let's just say that. Calvo, I know you asked about Rusk earlier in my stream on Facebook. Rusk had a 2-8 season with no playoffs. Didn't make the playoffs. It's a rough season for them, for the Eagles.
Yep.
Center had a pretty decent season.
Yeah, they lost.
To Gilmer.
Yeah, they lost to Gilmer. Yep. And they had a lot of talent the year before. They had a lot of talent the last couple of years. Matter of fact,
We had a buddy that was
yeah.
playing for. His son was playing for Center.
Yeah.
Where did he commit to?
He went to Northern Arizona, but now he's transferred to. Actually, we can mention him because he's no longer in high school. Ken Dixon. He was Center's running back 2 years ago. Last year he played at Northern Arizona, and now I think he transferred to Grambling, but don't quote me on that. I know Grambling was one of the schools he was looking at.
I know the year that he played Spring Hill, he scored like
A lot of touchdowns.
most of their points. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Gilmer always have talent. They just can't put it all together. I don't think. I won't put it on the coaching staff, but I will put it on the coaching staff. It's a little bit of that, but
Coach,
yeah.
what's his name? Metzel.
Yeah.
Coach Metzel. He might be the next Jeff Traylor.
Might be.
So
For as other teams in that district, Brownsboro, they had a decent season last year.
no, they didn't. They won.
and
They had a 1-9 record last year.
who I'm thinking about from that district?
It's, Athens.
Athens had the good season then. Brownsboro had a good season the year before last, right?
I did not look.
I think so.
I should
One of them 2 years they had a season last year. But this year, I mean, like I said, it's really no point in really talking about this district because Carthage gonna run away with it. Second place, I was getting at who's going to finish in second place, and I would probably say Center. Yeah, with
Athens might come in a close third.
Yeah. So
Missing second place by like a half a game.
yeah.
Now, according to Carthage, or according to anonymous sources who live in Carthage, this might be the last year for Coach Scott Surratt.
Yeah, he has a good run, 10 state championships, so he really has nothing to prove.
Can he get the 11th for his final run, or
just to put one on his pinky toe, I guess, huh?
Yep. You think this is gonna be his last season? You think he's gonna follow his son?
I can't say, man. Honestly, I can't say. I really don't like to do those type of I don't want to like to guess on that because you talking about personal issues. Because he would. I'll say this: he would be there as long as he wants to be there. I'll put it that way. He got the credibility to leave. He did enough where he could decide when he wants to leave that school.
Coach Scott Surratt is the king of
Texas
4A
high school football. Yeah.
Just
You don't
4A.
think you just think just 4A? I would
4A
say
football.
I would think
there's a lot of other talented 4A teams out there.
Yeah. For us just coaching though, I feel like he's probably the upper echelon, like for us winning state championships in all of Texas. I wouldn't say he may not be the best coach, but he's definitely one of them.
The way he handles his business on and off the field, the way he holds his players to a high standard, that's the definition of building a championship caliber dynasty.
When you got NFL players coming to watch you play, you know you have the right program, building skills and right program.
Players, scouts.
Yep. Michael Irvin was there talking to the team. Yep. Last year or the year before last. He came to Carthage to watch the game. Yep.
I didn't get the memo.
Yep.
And fun fact, they beat Waco La Vega 28-14 to win their 10th
They-
championship.
Yep. So
So, like one more, they tie Alito for the most.
sure do. And we got a couple more districts to cover in this one, and we'll be pretty much done just in our area. And that's District 9 and 12. That's kind of close by, not super close, but they're close enough where we got to talk about them. Well, not 12 so much, but we got to talk about China Springs because they
And
always
La Vega.
and La Vega, yeah. So we got to talk about them. But we go to District.
Well, there's Cuero. I mean, I know they're nowhere near us,
Yeah,
but
we
you
could
know,
talk about them, yeah, but we
they're
got to discuss the whole District 9 because those schools are actually in East Texas. So we jump into District 9 and I'll let you take it.
okay. In District 9, we got Cleveland Tarkington, uh, Hampshire Finette. If I mispronounced that, I'm sorry. Jasper, Shepherd, Silsby, and West Orange Stark. West Orange Stark had
I was about to say that. Yep.
they had a amazing season.
Yep. And that's what I'm
And
going with.
I think back in was it 2014 they ran into Gilmer
Yep.
and knocked Gilmer out of their shoes.
Yep.
So uh,
Jasper I actually have a teammate. He's the wide receiver coach at Jasper, or ex teammate. And Jasper is always going to be one of the teams that's going to be competitive in that district. And I would go as far as say Jasper could possibly win that district championship in that district, but it's hard for me to pick against West Orange Start. But it's up in the air. It could go either way.
Silsby, I know Spring Hill
They're a
had
solid team.
that's a solid team, and Spring Hill played them a couple times, and that's only
Yeah.
near what Houston? No, not Houston.
I have no idea.
It's
location.
near the
Yeah, Shepherd is going towards Houston. I know that's for sure. Yeah.
Jasper, Silsby, and West Orange Stark and Shepherd. Those are my only four worthy teams that's worth mentioning.
Yeah. So who you going with for your District 9 champion? Who would you say? I'm gonna say West Orange Stark, but Jasper would be a close second. I wouldn't be surprised if they both have to go through a tiebreaker to decide who wins that district.
It is Maxie, Jeremy. I'm gonna go West Orange Stark with Jasper being a sleeper.
Okay, I like that. Pretty much, I think that covers. We got to mention some other teams that's going to be competitive for a state championship run. But the East Texas, that's pretty much all the districts. But for its other teams, China Springs would have a lot to say when it come down to it.
My uncle is saying Silsby is his pick to win District 9.
Okay, he going with a surprise pick with Silsby. Okay. I like the sound of that. I like to see a new team win sometimes. But pretty much
That does it for East
that's
Texas.
pretty much does it for East Texas. Like I said, we could go towards the Central Texas area for as other teams to mention, just because it'll be um, sacrilegious if we don't mention these powerhouse teams. And that's China Springs and Waco La Vega.
Can't forget about Wimberley.
And Wimberley. So all three of those teams, how you feel about those? Do you think they're gonna come back as strong as they did as strong as they were last season, or do you think they're gonna fall off a bit?
China Spring did knock off Gilmer in-state 1 year. I forgot what
The
year.
year before last, I think, or 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 3 years.
Yeah,
I think.
because I was at
3 or 4 years
when they knocked off Gilmer.
Yeah.
Man, what sucked the motivation out of Gilmer that year is that China Springs had blocked the PAT
Mm-hmm.
and ran it back for 2. And after that, China Springs is
down
on
here,
cruise control.
Yeah, China Springs, they always going to be a real competitive team. They get, believe it or not, China Springs are good in almost every sport. I know their baseball team's good. The basketball team, I think, is good as well.
Baseball team is oiled.
Yeah. So like, this just an athletic town or city. So they're always going to be in the mix. And like he said, Waco La Vega earlier, they was in the state championship last year. I don't know what all they have coming back. That's more of the Central Texas area, but I'm sure they'll be in the mix. I went to college with a couple Waco La Vega players, They always had good teams.
China Springs ranked number 11.
Number 11. Okay, sounds about right.
Just out of the top 10. Where are we at?
Who else you want to mention? We just mentioned a team.
La Vega. They lost to Carthage by 14.
Yeah.
I mean, they kept Carthage below 40, which is kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
So I give their defense credit for keeping a dynasty that's well oiled under 40. That's like climbing Mount Everest in high school football.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that they're going to make another playoff state championship appearance. Maybe it might be a different team. Maybe it might be a rematch.
Could be possibly a rematch.
Might be a rematch.
Might be. Just have to wait and see as the season progresses.
La Vega's ranked number 9.
Yeah. Other than that, other teams to mention, you say you want to mention them. Right?
There's Wimberley too.
Okay, Wimberley. Yeah, you want to mention Wimberley.
Wimberley had a good season a few years ago. They, again, met Carthage in the state.
Yeah.
Got blanked. So,
you said Wimberley met Carthage the year before last. You said when Wimberley made it to state.
It was when I was at Ford working at.
Okay, a few years ago. Okay, yeah.
It was a few years ago. Okay. They met Carthage.
So maybe like their freshmen to be seniors now that might have been on that team, or
probably if not maybe it might be a whole new squad this year.
Might be a whole new squad. Okay, all right.
I know they might have a young squad this year, but their baseball team.
Okay.
I went to the state baseball team game in Rockwall where Spring Hill and Wimberley faced each other. Their pitcher is well talented. He was hitting 96 on his fastball.
It's crazy, man.
You don't see that in high school. I don't know if he had any offers or if he got drafted early out of high school, but I give that pitcher some major props. 96 when Spring Hill was never seeing 96 all season, but they did come up short.
Yeah, got the win.
Well, Wimberley came up short by 2 runs. Spring Hill got their first ever state title in school history.
He had to plug that in there because he went to Spring Hill, y'all.
Go Panthers!
They won in something, man.
Wimberley's number 6 and ranked number 6 in 4A.
Yeah, man. We're not going to predict the state champions just yet on this episode because we want, we want to see how things go. But it's like 5 or 6 teams that probably can win a state championship in 4A Division 2. But with that being said, that pretty much wraps up.
There's Cuero Region 4.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about Cuero real fast.
Cuero, I've seen them. I've seen a few games of them on NFHS.com. They are well talented. Yeah,
they always have something to say about it.
That is Gobbler country right there.
Yeah, they will have something to say about it. They'll be in the mix for sure.
They will. They always make deep playoff runs.
Yeah, they do.
And they always lose the heartbreakers.
Yeah, they dominate their district most of the time.
So,
yep. I think it's the competitive. I mean, the lack of competition in that district while they get kicked out later on in the playoffs. They just need to face better competition. I think leading up to district play, that way they'll be able to make that run in the playoffs to get over the hump.
And Cuero's ranked number 7 in the
That's
4A.
About what I would have guessed they would be.
All right, dark horse out of 7, 8. That's it, 7 and 8. Who's your dark horse?
Like I said, it's really no dark horse because Carthage is gonna win it. But if I just had to pick, I would just say either Pleasant Grove. I'll just say Gilmer since I went. Oh, you talking about the win? Okay, 7.
Well, since Carthage is so good, I'll make an exception. Dark horse for 7, and since there's no dark horse, let's just keep it with 7.
Okay, dark horse for 7. I say Van.
Carthage is going to run District 8.
Yeah, Van be my dark horse for 7, but 8 is really no dark horse.
I'm gonna say Gilmer.
Okay, you say Gilmer.
I'm gonna flip flop with you.
All right. So I pretty much think that does it for 4A Division 2. and in the episode. But the next episode we will discuss division. Is it 2A or what division was this?
Let's just
Discussed?
start with 2A.
We'll do 2A division 1 and 2 next episode, as well as 5A and 6A. We'll give y'all our division champs. Oh, for those divisions, it'll probably be um kind of, I ain't gonna say a lengthy episode, but it'll be probably around the same length as this one. But
It's gonna be a lot of teams.
yeah, it's
in
a lot
2A
of teams in
to
2A. That's why we
discuss.
put out 2A, because it's got so many teams. But as well, to fast forward a little bit so y'all know what's after that, if you're not very interested in that, we will be talking about the season preview as well. That'll be coming to y'all soon. Week 1, the Carthage Kilgore game of the week. That will be our game of the week for week 1. So we'll be discussing that, not next episode, but the episode after that. So be on the lookout for that if you're more interested in that. And if that's it for me, do you have anything, Jake?
I mean, we got Lions, we got Tigers, we got Bears, we got Panthers, we got Bulldogs, and we got Pirates. What else can I say? I'm ready for some football.
Yeah, I'm ready, man. It's long overdue. It's been a long off season. It seems like this season took a long time to come around, but we're only a week away. We're a week and a day away. And this time next week, we'll be back here discussing another podcast, but we'll also be getting ready for the Carthage Kilgore game that we have been waiting to see. So if that's all, I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and that's pretty much it for episode 2.